I can't believe I'm starting all over again. Danielle left me and we lost everything. No, guys. Rumors are already going around. I know you guys saw the title. Everyone thinks that we're, you know, probably splitting up and I lost everything, all that. No, I just did that just because that's the rumors going around. We're going to handle all that in this video. And the thing that kind of, I wasn't going to do this video, and really and truly, Danielle and I were going to do a video later on that was a little bit different, and Danielle was going to be in it. But I saw all this happening real fast, so I just figured I'll just jump in and I'll answer all these things. So there's a lot going on in this video, so you really want to watch everything. I'm answering all the stuff. But this one popped up and was like, Danielle was just on here saying she left him and hope he can live with his lies. So I guess they are done. I wonder what he did. Her post is gone now, so I guess he read it. And it went on more, and she said that 100% there was a comment on there from an account named Danielle something, and that it was on there saying that she left me and I'm full of lies and moving on and all stuff. Not true whatsoever. Unfortunately, there is a massive group of fake accounts literally just popped up, and they're trying to ruin my life, ruin my career, try to put out rumors and lies and whatnot. It ain't gonna work. It's okay. I'm 100% okay with them doing it. It's just I want to show you guys this is the type of stuff that we deal with, and unless you hear it straight from us, do not believe it, because these people are crazy. They're kind of creepy if you really think about it, that they'll go to the extent of creating this many accounts. I scrolled down the comments, and within like 30 seconds, already found this many of them. Catfish Bassman, user TG6UZZ, whatever. It was joined 7 hours ago, and he's already on there putting all this stuff about, it's lies, he did this, he's toxic, whatever. That's crazy. Then another one says, user OJ3, whatever. You can't sell the property you lease. We got the receipts. I'll get in that in a minute. But that one was joined 11 hours ago. Then Jones and Fish, user SSGK whatever, joined 6 days ago. Adam Crocker, they tried to do Adam, our old ranch hand that didn't work out, and put Crocker in the end. That was joined 11 hours ago. Country Boy, Big Fella 2023, joined 1 week ago. He's been talking trash lately. This other user, what a disgrace to Danielle. You guys never stop failing. This guy never stops failing himself or his family. I'll get into that too. But all these were created like 6 days ago, like all just created. It's wild that they'll go to this extent. So that says more about them than us. If you're gonna, you know, really come after us that much, you got more to handle in your own life than ours. But I just put it up there to show you guys. They'll go to this extent to try to ruin my life, my career. And in return, they're not really going after Danielle. I don't think they're going after me. But in return, if say all of you guys believed it or whatever and left, that's their goal, is to get everyone to unfollow or whatever. Well, if people unfollow because of that, it is what it is. But I'm just telling you guys, if you don't hear it from us, don't believe it. These people are crazy. But I will say this, with his comment, what a disgrace to Danielle. This guy never stops failing himself or his family. Guys, it's super windy. It's early in the morning. You may hear chickens, roosters crowing, the wind blowing. The dogs are right here. I apologize, but hey, it's how I live. So the big thing with moving is I do feel bad that I've let Danielle down. I do feel bad that I've let you guys down. I feel bad that I let myself down, and we'll get into all of that. As far as power goes, you know, there's rumors going around saying we can't afford it. We can't get power and property because we lease the property. We can't sell the property because we lease the property. We don't own it. We rent. We don't own the house in town. Like all this stuff. Guys, the property in town, it was Danielle's before she even met me. Trust us. We're good with that. This out here, so these people, I guess, are, I'll show you this comment real fast. This person commented, how much? I'm interested. I'm a cash buyer. The other person says, it appears they don't own it. I was interested and did a title search. No luck, unfortunately. So, with that being said, no, we do not own the property outright. Most people get a mortgage, get loans, all that stuff because they don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to pay for their property or their house or whatever, or even a car. Most people get a car loan, and technically it's not your, you don't own it outright until it's fully paid off. Well, with us, I think the reason people are trying to say that we lease it, we don't own it, we rent, one, they're just talking trash, but two, they've tried to search for us. And our property that we purchased that is going to be 100% fully paid off, unfortunately, not long from now when it's out there to the public, you will be able to unfortunately Google and figure out where our property is because of all of that stuff, because it will be 100% paid off. Well, what we did with this property was, you guys know, at the old off-grid property, that was a stepping stone, and built it up, made something out of literally nothing. It was very unusable, and then basically flipped that to buy this. We put that money down and we bought this, which was going to be our forever property that we wanted, and it freaking sucks that it's not. But we got this owner finance through a company that buys land and sells it to people through owner finance for multiple reasons. At that point in time, my credit was okay, but not great. So the interest rate that I would get was not going to be very good. And through this company, the interest rate was fairly close to what I would get if I got a loan. And through this company, you guys could not search where our property was. And unfortunately, for a long time, we've had a lot of haters, and I've had a lot of people follow me for a long time that try to spread rumors and lies and try to put out my location and all this stuff. And we've had people that know where we live put our address out on the internet in comments, and we've had people make videos about it. We've had, unfortunately, people do a lot of stuff to us that freaking sucks, but it is what it is. You can only do so much to hide. But going through that company, you can't search your name and find it. If you search on your GPS, like Google Maps, and you put Crocker's address, the old off-grid property will pop up because some hater out there found the pinpoint of it and put it on there. And they've done that for other channels as well. It's crazy that people will do that, but that's the truth. And through this, the owner finance and through the company and all that, we have the opportunity. This is the best part of owner finance. If you guys are interested in this route, you will pay a little bit more interest if you have really, really bad credit, but you probably can't get a loan if you have bad credit. So owner finance is great for people with bad credit. And for us, again, we did all this through the pandemic, and everything was just skyrocket and all that. So it worked out for us. But when you want to sell, if you want to sell, all you do is contact the people you bought it from and say, hey, you guys know what the property looked like. We've made a lot of improvements. Would you like to buy it back from us? And they say, yes. What would you like for it? So on that note, they are going through their company right now, and that's kind of part of the reason why over the last month or so we haven't really done a lot of videos, because if we're going to sell the place, we're not trying to put money into it. So they are appraising the property, and they're making us an offer. And also on top of that, we got our neighbors over here that are looking to buy, their friends are looking to buy, we have other people that are looking to buy it. So it's this process. If any of you guys have ever bought or sold, it takes a while. So when we found, before we purchased the property we're getting now, we actually were in negotiations for another property that would have been freaking awesome. We were super pumped about it, but the owner didn't want to come down on the price, and we were just like a little bit out of our budget for what it is. We don't want to do that. So then we lost a little bit of time with that, and then we found this property, and now we're, it's all under contract. All we have to do, we're literally just waiting to sign the last paper, and it's over and done with, and it's ours. So, and it'll be 100% paid off. So we are freaking pumped, and the money we're getting from here will just instantly go into that property and get it all done. You guys will see very, very soon all of that, and we'll show you everything from what it looks like to what we're gonna do and all of that. So we are not renting, we're not leasing, we're not doing any of that. It's a finance through a company that buys land and does that. That's what they do for business, and that's what we did. And we're in kind of the negotiation stage of selling this place, and we're in limbo right now. That's why the videos lately have been kind of not a lot going on, because I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to say anything. And then also, like Cop the Crockers, it's very hard for me to not say anything. That's why my brain would just be all scattered, like, because I didn't want to say the wrong thing and put it out there until we announced that we were selling. But anyways, let's get back to all the other stuff. So as far as power goes, we couldn't get power because we got duped a little bit, I guess. Whenever we were buying this property, we were under the impression that all the power lines out here we could tap into. We were under the impression and told that it was all abandoned oil field stuff. We didn't have to worry about it. All of that. Literally, you couldn't even see the oil field road anymore. It was just a slight path. We made all the roads, made all the improvements, we did all the stuff. And when it was time to get power, it was a... Alright, let's see what this is. It was going to be about $10,000 to run power over here to the studio that Jared had purchased and everything. Jared actually purchased a mini split system, which unfortunately we couldn't plug into our solar because it's off of 220 and our solar stuff is 110, so it's not powerful enough to run that. He bought an electric fireplace, all his appliances, you know, electric stuff, just all of that, and we were prepping to get power. And for us in the front, we built from the ground up, and Jared bought a shell. So we were behind him on that, so we were not going to purchase our, you know, appliances stuff, which I'm glad we didn't, because, well, I guess it would have paid off moving to the new place, but we never got power. So it was going to be about 10 grand to go from the neighbors all the way up the street, all the way up, put poles so we can go over to the tiny house, to the water well, and then to the studio, and then eventually later down the road we would add more, go down to our forever barndominium, and then the shop. So none of that worked out, or actually we were in the process of clearing all the trees. You guys saw that. Well, then out of nowhere, oil field commission comes out. We had no idea. I didn't know that was a thing. And again, sorry if it's windy, but so the oil field commission comes out, and we felt bullied by the guy. He was a nice guy, but we also felt very bullied. He told us, get all your stuff away from this, get off of the right-of-way, don't even think about putting power on here. If you do, the oil field can say it's theirs. The front gate, they can basically say that's theirs. You know, all this stuff, the barn, if they want, they can come through and knock our barn out and go through. I mean, we were terrified. And then the guy came back the next day, was just like, hey, I thought about it. Some of the things, maybe I probably scared you a little too much, but this is what I definitely recommend is this, this, and this. And so in the video yesterday, I was like, we don't want to talk about stuff because of legal purposes. Well, some of it has to do with the oil field stuff that even right now I don't want to talk about, but I'll just say this. We were bullied into a mindset, I guess, of don't even touch a lot of this stuff. And then it was more of, we'll take care of this, and it's been months and nothing's happened. We'll get into all that later whenever we can fully talk about it, but that's what I was talking about with that. So we were then, you know, okay, we can't get power run up this way, so we had Outlaw come out when he cleared the power, and we had the whole fence line on the other side cleared. We're like, we'll run it through there, we'll do this. Well, to end up getting all that done, we needed them to come back out, mark it on all that, and we've had issue with them trying to come out. Contacted them, this and that. We've had friends contact other people. We just had a lot of issues. So Danielle and I, we were like, okay, full solar, let's see what that entails. We're very ignorant to this. What can we do to make this work? Because again, we bought this as our forever property. We wanted to live here, and we've met people around here and friends and you know, all that. We didn't want to leave. We put a lot of hard work and dedication in this place. Jared moved up and helped us clear a bunch of this stuff and get it you know, set up to where it is. And unfortunately that didn't work out, which I think it worked out the best, because Unfortunately, all this stuff is going on, and he's down with my family, and it seems like everything's going great. So we're glad the way it happened. In the long run, we hate the way it happened in the time it happened, but you can't go back. All you can do is think about the future, and we're very, very happy for him that he is where he's at, and he's not dealing with this now. But we started to look into solar, and we had companies that reach out, and we get these offers all the time about the solar banks. And so Blue Eddy sent us this one that was big, or emailed, and I was like, actually, that might be able to power this, because they said it can last for a full day. So we got that. I was like, sure. We did the review, we did all that, and it's like, okay, it's working great. But with the heat and everything, it can't keep up. So we ended up buying more. We purchased another couple $1,000s worth of stuff to add to it, and it's still not enough. We bought some solar panels. We get not a lot of them. It wasn't more of how much power can we get from the sun. It's more of how long will that last if it's overcast, rainy, snowing, whatever. And we started researching and asking people. We have friends that were looking into solar. We know people that got solar, and you're talking per building $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, up to $50,000 per building. Could you imagine us putting full solar on this studio, and then the tiny house, and then the shop, and then the barnuminium? We would be spending an insane amount of money. So I told Danielle, as it got hotter and hotter, I said, look, you're working as a nurse. Do not feel obligated to come out here. I know that you do not love the heat. I hate the cold. We work very well together, just like I talked about in Coffee Crockers. A relationship is not 50-50. A relationship is some days I'm gonna pump out 80%, and Danielle's gonna pump out 20% because it's hot. Some days when it's cold or rainy or whatever, Danielle's gonna pump out 80% and I'll pump out 20%. Some days we'll do 50-50. Some days she'll do 100% and I'll do 0%. Some days it'll be flip-flop. And that's the way we see it. So it's been so freaking hot lately that I told Danielle, do not come out here and suffer. You've already sacrificed so much. All this stuff, do not do that. Stay at the house, relax, just be in the right mindset for your job, and I'll take care of everything here. And some people would say different, that I don't stay out here. For many, many, many months, I never even left this town of Bristow. I would go into town, get what I need, and then stay here and do everything. And Danielle would work on the weekends and then come out here. We were never at the house. Well, now that it's the time where you have to mow all the time and upkeep outside and all that stuff, make sure that you don't want your AC messing up and all that. So we have been spending a little more time going back to town as of recent to take care of the property and all that. And the internet went wild with that it's a movie set out here, we don't stay out here, blah blah blah. I don't know, rumors are crazy. But so as of lately, you guys haven't seen Danielle out here. It doesn't mean that we're not doing well in our relationship, that we're fighting, we split up. There's a lot of rumors that she's cheating on me, that she left me, and all this stuff. That's not the case. The reality is Danielle and I are honestly at the best point we have ever been in our relationship. When my darkest days, I've gone through so much stuff, she was there for me. Days that she just had a hard time, I was there for her. You guys know the other day, I was just over it. I was done. I felt like I failed, like some of these comments have said. How can you just fail your woman and your family so much? How can you just fail them so much? Trust me, that has eaten me alive. Get in this property, and Danielle has put full trust in me to make things work for our future. And one day, we were out here, we were sitting in our pool that we made, and I looked at Danielle and I said, I'm going to have the realest talk with you that we have ever had. And her thought is, oh no, what's going to be said? And I told her, I said, Danielle, you have done nothing but sacrifice over and over and over to make this work. We both wanted land. We both wanted the animals. We didn't expect to get the animals at the beginning. Jared moved up with them. At the time, we're like, oh crap, we're not ready for this. But we're very, very happy that we have them. We're very glad it's worked out great and everything. But our plans have gone drastically different than what we expected when we got the property. And I just told Danielle, I said, you have sacrificed so much. And I know you've sacrificed all this for me. I know for us as a couple, but also for me, because you know I love this place. You know I love to just get on the dirt bikes and four-wheelers and ride around and have room that we can hunt and do all this stuff. And I said, we have come to a spot in our life where, what do? We feel like we're stuck. Really, truly, what do we do? And I just looked her right in the eye. She looked at me, and I just was like, whatever the decision is, I am going to sacrifice now and give you what you want. And it'll be for both of us, but instead of you sacrificing more, I'm going to sacrifice more this time. Again, the give and take. It's not 50-50. It's always here and there. And in every relationship, I think that's how a good, healthy relationship is. You need to sacrifice, and you need to compromise to get where you want to be in life and have a good relationship. And I feel like I've learned a lot over the last few years of who I am. I feel like a totally different person. Danielle has helped me with that. Danielle has helped me be a better person and see things, and she'll call me out when I'm wrong. I don't want her to call me out, but she does, and I appreciate it afterwards. But I sat there and I asked her, I said, I'm going to put this out there, the options, and you can give me your options and we can talk about this. And I said, do you want to sell all this, get rid of all the animals, and move to the house in town, and I will either just do whatever YouTube I can and do it from there, and I'll just do like YouTube tutorials, and we'll just daily vlog our life. Like, we're not strictly a tiny house channel, we're not a homesteading channel, it's just the Crockers, and we are who we are. And her first thing was like, but you've always said you don't want to live in town. And I said, honestly, I don't want to live in town, but if it makes life better for you, then I want to do this. You sacrificed me, I want to sacrifice for you. And she said, well, what about the animals? And I said, I don't want to get rid of the animals. And she's like, I don't want to either. And we were just like, so I asked Danielle, I said, what is your ideal situation? What's your ideal situation? And she said, let's find a piece of property that is either already established and we can move in and do that, or let's find a fixer-upper, or let's downsize a little bit of land and let's build the life that we want. So we picked one of those out of those three, and that's what our future property is. And we both said, we can't live without Lambo. We can't live without Mr. Breakfast. We love Miss Breakfast. We love all the animals, Karen, the goats, and the dogs, and these dogs, and the chickens, and all of them. And we're like, we don't want to live a life without them. And we know when we got these animals, they live for a long time. And we do want to downsize. We want to downsize some of the animals, but we can't live without some of the ones that we just attach to. You guys know that. You guys love them. We would never leave them behind, and that's why I was working on the livestock trailer. We want to move them to the new property, and we needed a way to move them. And at that time, I didn't want to say anything because of everything that was going on, and so we're not leaving our animals behind. We love them, and we're very, very excited for our future. We are downsizing a little bit, and we are 100% okay with that. The property is going to be 100% paid off. What we make here as far as profit, we're going to put into the property and make it even better than what it is, and we're going to live the best life we can, and it's going to be freaking awesome. And honestly, we are so freaking excited. We just, like, we couldn't hold on anymore. We're like, we got to put this out there. We got to tell you guys. We were going to do some videos and kind of make you guys guess and do this. And kind of, honestly, I wanted to mess with the haters because they're constantly trying to do these things to us. I wanted to mess with them so they thought that they were correct, and then I was just gonna hit them with this video and be like, you're wrong about all this and that, and then I was just like, I'm better than that. I'm not who I used to be, and as fun as it would be to troll back the trolls, I don't want to do that. I'm not here to give my time to those people. We're here on YouTube to give our time to you guys that support and love us, and that's what's freaking awesome is we have this huge, and I mean huge amount of people that love us and care about us, and you guys are just like, it's proof when you go through the comments, and it's just y'all saying, we are so happy for you guys. We saw that there were problems, and we're so happy for you guys that you guys have worked so hard, but now you can start over with the place. It does, I'll tell you guys right now, it does have power. We're gonna have power, and it's gonna be awesome. We never wanted to live off grid. We wanted from the get-go, we told everybody, we are buying this place, we're gonna have power, we're gonna be off grid for a while, and we're building it until we get power, and then we'll have power. We're not doing that anymore. Danielle and I are so close to getting married. We haven't got married because we had so much stuff going on in our life. And when we're married, we want to start a family. And there are families out there that do live off grid and do all that, and that's perfectly fine for those people, but for us, we don't want to live that lifestyle. I lived off grid for so long now. I literally lived in a tent and pooped in a bucket for a long time. I don't want that. I lived that experience. I got to do it, and that's what kind of blew up the channel, I guess, even bigger than what it was, building the tiny houses and all that, and I'm very appreciative for that time in my life. But to move forward for the life that we want to start a family, and we want the kid or kids, if we can have kids, we don't even know if we can have kids, to live a comfortable life. And that's the main reason why we decided to leave this property and find property that had power, that we can live a more comfortable life. And it has nothing to do with this property's too big, we can't maintain it, we can't do any of that. We love this property, and it's just the fact that we can't get what we want here. We can't get the power. And if we could get power here and it wouldn't cost us a crazy amount of money, then we would just stay here. But there are things with the oil fill stuff and all that that also makes the decision very hard. And I'll say this, before even contacting the realtor about the property that I found, I instantly got on the well finder or whatever the app is, and I looked, and there's no oil fill stuff on it. We weren't going to make that mistake, and we don't think that us being here is a fail because we've learned so much. We've grown as a couple in our relationship. I don't know if we would have got to the point where we're at. It has helped us grow so much and get so much closer and stronger and talk about some of the hardest conversations you could ever talk about, and it made us stronger. So it's not a fail at all. And you guys, we got to teach you guys what to do, what not to do. We showed you guys what to do, what not to do with the studio. Jared showed you that as well. What to do with the tiny house, what to do with camper living, what to do with oil fill problems, what to do with water well, what to do with animals, all this stuff. So in our eyes, it's not a fail, it's a learning lesson. And yes, we do YouTube for a living. I do. Danielle's a nurse. I do YouTube for a living, and she helps, and she does everything she can to make it easier on me. But at the end of the day, yes, I do YouTube videos, and that's how I make a living. But the satisfaction of it is showing you guys and teaching you guys and putting it out there for you guys to learn. And to me, that's the freaking coolest thing ever, and that's the best job ever, is to be connected to you guys, and we freaking love it. So one of the comments on there, and this isn't anything bad against this person, but it said, I am disappointed that you two don't know where you want to be. Set aside YouTube. You're getting older. Again, I think I answered a lot of that on there so far, but we know exactly where we want to be, and we thought it was this until we found out all the problems. YouTube, again, I do it for a living, but it doesn't mean we're doing everything strictly for YouTube. There has been a lot of clickbait videos in the past. There's been videos that we have fun and we do things or whatever, and there's certain things we do just to like be funny and get views. We are on YouTube, and the whole point is for us to entertain people. We try to teach people what we can, but we're not an expert in anything. The most thing I could say I'm an expert in is doing video work, and Danielle is a nurse, and that you gotta be freaking smart to do that. So I think she's an expert. I don't know what she would say, but I think she's an expert in that. And as far as YouTube goes, guys, all we're doing is we're here to entertain you guys. And some days we'll do funny skits, some days we'll do whatever. We're just here to entertain. And at the end of the day, we're the Crockers. We're not the Crocker Homestead. We're not the Crockers Off-Grid. We're not the Crockers Tiny House Channel. We're not the Crockers Dog Rescue or whatever. We're just the Crockers. We're living our life. We're here to just have fun, entertain you guys, and along the way, show you guys our life and what we're doing. And along the way, it'll teach some people what to do, what not to do. But we're just here to live the best life we can, and we are not going to... We're not worried about the haters anymore. We're not worried about drama. We're not worried about people, other YouTube channels not liking us. We're not worried about trying to be friends with other YouTubers. We're not worried about anything like that. Danielle and I just want to live our life the best we can, and if we feel like going live, we'll go live. If we feel like doing the Coffee Crockers in the morning and just talk, that's what we'll do. If I feel like sitting here doing a video of explaining myself, that's what I'll do. If I feel like doing a skit and doing special effects, that's what I'm going to do. If we build, that's what we'll do. If we're messing with animals, that's what we'll do. We're here to entertain and have fun with you guys. And along the way, we are very, very, very fortunate to make a good living on YouTube. And as you guys can tell from all YouTubers that have a decent channel, you can make decent money. And some days we'll go on vacation, some days we'll buy toys, some days we'll build a house, some days we'll buy new animals, whatever it may be. And we know it's because of you guys that support us, and even the haters. The more you create new accounts and comment and watch our videos and make videos about us and share it and tell all your friends to come hate us, it helps. All of it helps. And so we're very appreciative of everybody. And this video is mainly just kind of put out some of the truth out there of why we're doing things, what we're doing, and all of that. And hopefully you guys got something out of it. And even at the end of the day, nothing. It's just entertaining. You think I'm full of lies and I'm here to do all this just for views. That's fine. I'm here entertaining you guys. But at the end of the day, Danielle and I 100% truly appreciate every person on here that supports us, has become our friends, become our family, become, just... You're a part of our life, and we're a part of your life, and that's freaking crazy just because this platform exists. And we couldn't be any more appreciative. We love you guys. A lot of things are happening. We will announce everything as soon as we can. As far as when this place is fully sold, we're going to show you guys as soon as that last paper is signed on the contract and it's 100% ours, which technically is like 99% ours right now. When everything can be put out, we will. And until then, I may do videos of preparing for the move. I may do videos of doing special effects. I may do whatever. Danielle may be in some videos. Danielle may not be in some videos. Just know we're doing absolutely amazing. We honestly can't wait to get married, start a family, and just live the best life we can. And that's all we're shooting for. And again, I can't say it enough. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. That's what I got today. It was a long one, but y'all have a good one.